Weather Meets Community, we are tracking a major hurricane, Hurricane Melissa, currently a Category 5. Might she weaken before landfall, before making landfall in Jamaica? She may. We're going to go through a lot of information right now. She's moving northwestward. Um, Still rather slow at 3 miles per hour. That's always concerning. We've always talked about this. Any atmospheric system that moves slowly is one that you have to just watch and wait for it to essentially move along. So it is moving slowly. And right now we're about 140 miles away from Kingston, Jamaica, 320 miles away from southwest of Guantanamo, Cuba. And we also have, let's see, max sustained wind speeds as we're seeing right here, and 175 miles per hour. We talked about this yesterday after reviewing the Hurricane Hunter Orion recon and assessing the situation at 925 millibars. We were concerned at 147 mile per hour wind speeds. Never mind what's happening right now. Let's go ahead and go live across all of our platforms. We thank you so much for joining us here at Weather Co-op, where weather meets community. This is the place to be as we track Melissa's landfall. Now, I do want to say something personally. I do have family members in Jamaica. My cousin is of Jamaican descent. Well, her father is, and they are there. I have tried to reach out to them to no avail. I've gotten a quick WhatsApp note telling me they'll get back to me, and I'm really hoping they're okay. I know they were very worried. They were powering their generators, they were powering their phones, they were making sure they had enough food and water to sustain them, considering the horrific situation they're about to experience. All right, thank you so much for joining us. We see T-Man 9940 and Nancy Solitaire. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's once again go over everything that's happening right now. Now, if you'll notice, I actually built several maps for you right now. This was quite an endeavor, but it was worth it. Now, I initially started this just showing you the eye. Okay, if you take a look here, you'll see that I initially showed you right now I have all of the information listed, right? Let me actually move this up just a little bit so you can see that better. All right, I hope that's nice and clear. We have the wind, as we just talked about, the wind profile, Category 5, 3 mile per hour wind speed, forward movement, very slow. So it's a westward movement. Central pressure, it's deepening at 913 millibars. Now, I'm going to go ahead and remove this because what I wanted to show you was the eye of Melissa. It's absolutely fascinating. It is absolutely just, I'm in awe. I'm in awe of what Mother Nature can do. I'm in awe of what's happening here for the folks in Jamaica, and I pray for them, of course. Right now, we're seeing approximately 11 mile wide eye. And it is definitely something that could expand. It could move. We have to track it very closely. But it is one of those things where we know we've got to monitor the eye wall very closely because of its impact. Additionally, we need to examine the actual landfall. I think you're going to like a graphic that I just built for you all. Okay. So another thing that we want to think about is the expansive nature or the extensive nature of the Hurricane Melissa, right? We're seeing it's extending over 622 miles. This is a huge system, okay? It's also a very strong one. So once again, I wanted to include this for you. I may have my recon on this. If not, no worries. We'll get it on the next one. You can see here how the winds are really starting to tighten up. Let me get this into motion for you. I'm going to do a 3-hour loop here, and we can see how the eye is wobbling just a bit. But as we zoom in closer and closer, and actually let me tilt this for you just a bit, you may be able to get a better perspective. Let me also, I'm going to enhance this just a bit. I'm letting you know I'm enhancing it. Okay. So please be aware. It's something that I'm doing for you. I want you to get a better perspective as to the extensive nature of what's happening with Melissa. We're going to use a few different products, but we're going to go with let's see if I can use my water vapor. This is going to possibly be the best product that we could use here right now. Would be the water vapor satellite. It's probably one of my favorites for several reasons. We'll get into it shortly, but it's something that I think is giving us a wonderful perspective as to what's happening with regards to Melissa, because there's a lot to look over here. A lot to look over here. So in this case, we're looking at moisture content. We are looking at the storm structure. We're looking at the wind patterns. And you can see right here, if I pull out, I'm actually going to go ahead and just go, I'm going to tilt forward straight. Okay. So no tilt on this. This is straight shot. This is a straight shot. Let's go ahead and get our handy dandy ruler. Okay. And what did we say about 140 miles? So you've got like about 120 miles. There we go. So somewhere between 100 and was it 140 miles? Let's see. Let's add that back on there quickly. It'll take us 2 seconds. I think many of you do enjoy doing this. 135 miles. Okay, so right now, and this is from Kingston. Okay, so let's just move. How about this? Let's just move it, right? We're going to go to Kingston. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, there you go. That's correct. Okay, so but now we're going to go into this area that I think might actually get the landfall. Okay, so let me pull up a map of Jamaica because I am, as you know, I'm using a live data plot. Now, this doesn't allow me to go in and out and change. It doesn't allow me to do, I have to stay right here because this is all for you in real time. So if I'm looking at this right now, I actually initially had Black River as the potential landfall. Let's see, perhaps May Pen, but I really thought Black River, somewhere between White House and Black River, maybe even Treasure Beach. But this is going to be a very interesting set of hours coming up. So we're going to go through that in detail. Now I'm going to go to the next product because you'll see I'm layering everything. Right now, we've added our recon pattern, right? We want to know what's happening with our recon. Right now, there's nothing going out at this moment, but we are getting really important information. Like, oh, let's say that we're getting very strong winds at about, let's look at our geopotential height here. Let's look at some coordinates and air pressure. Let's see something. Let's get central pressure. Let's get some wind profiles. Can we here? I might be able to. I might be able to. No worries. We'll do our best here to get what we can get. Okay. There's so much data coming in here. This is exactly why. Do you guys know? Remember yesterday when I said to you guys, "Hey, we're getting our recon data, but we're getting our NHT data. Let's wait." I mean, there is so much data. It's 1953Z, 1954, 1955, twice 1954, twice 1955, 1950. So that each one is twice. So you're getting numbers twice. So at this point, we're looking at peak values, surface winds. Let's see what else we can get out of here. Let's see if we can get, well, this is interesting. I'm going to give you a little bit on the Hercules, high wind, medium range aircraft used in weather reconnaissance missions. The WC-130J is the weather data collection platform for the 43rd Weather Reconnaissance Squadron. Very interesting information there. I really do appreciate that. And then this is observation, I believe, number 34. Let's see if we can view a storm slice of this. Wow, this is giving us a lot of information on my end. If I open it up over here, it may cause a little bit of a freeze up, which is what we saw yesterday. So let's not do that. We do see here, what I did was yesterday, if you'll notice, we had these, the path in white. The recon path was in white. I didn't like it too much, so I just changed it to red. There are a couple of things that I want to talk to you about that we do have available here, including our properties. We have our max wind, and we also have our minimum pressure. But right now, of course, because we're waiting. Let's see here. Let's perhaps pull up the one prior to this one, okay? Let's see what information we get, okay? All right, we're getting a surface pressure of 948 millibars, but we just read that Melissa was giving us a central pressure of 906 millibars. So clearly this is the last run. Right now there's a new run. There is a new, oh, there we go. Looks like something's up here. All right, let's get our wind profile. Let's see here. Okay, we still have our surface pressure at 940 millibars. We're going to keep it there for now. We're definitely going to make sure that we refer to this often. This is exactly what I'm saying to you. There's just a lot here. A lot. Okay, so at 11:05 a.m. PDT, we had 945 millibar. Central pressure, 122 mile per hour wind speed at 12:17 p.m., 942 millibar, 152 mile per hour wind speed. And then at 9:45, so you're kind of seeing the progression throughout the day starting at 9:40. There he is. There he is. All right, guys, here he is. Here is our hero. Can we do that? Let's just get him on here. Yep, there he is. He's ready to fly. Are you guys with me on this? Hi, hello, everybody. Thank you so much. Miss you in Philly. I miss you so much in Philly. Will the mountains of Jamaica help lessen the strength? Wonderful question. With mountain peaks as high as 7,300 feet, I could say this. I do favor the side of the island in which I'm seeing that right front quadrant, and we'll go through it very quickly. However, you have to understand most of Jamaica is at about 1,000 feet, with the Kingston, with the capital at only 33 feet above sea level. Mountain ranges can be very helpful, as you know, especially as they cross Hispaniola, especially as they cross Cuba. The mountain chains are vicious there. They will shear it up. The problem is I just don't see there being anything blocking the landfall, okay? And I think I said to you all, I had my location. I was going somewhere. This is my thought, only my thought, okay? Treasure Beach, Floyd's Pelican Bar. Well, Floyd, put the bar. Make sure you put all the wood on the windows. Treasure Beach, Black River was kind of my first thought. And White House, Bluefields, somewhere in that area. I could be completely wrong, and it could be Flagman, Alligator Pond. It can go all the way down through Portland Cottage. I don't see it. However, because of what I'm seeing, I'm going to go ahead and add our tropical track. That's a wonderful question, though. Thank you so much for asking that, T-Man 9940. I miss you guys too. Love you. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, Rick, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. I really appreciate it. It is a very sad situation, not only for Jamaica, but for Cuba, and especially, I cannot stress this enough, for the Bahamas. My heart breaks for the Bahamas. I mean, they're at sea level practically, okay, with wave heights at 20, 30 feet. I mean, this is ridiculous. And then we're not even talking about that secondary swell. Normally I would, I just don't have there's a lot to go over. So we might have the time, but here you go. We have our next man up here. This is our recon. Let's see who he is. He is, I believe this is Hercules. Let's see. We just had some information up here. Hang on. We just had it. Oh, holy heck. All right, here we go. Yep, it was Hercules. WC-130J Hercules. This aircraft is capable of staying aloft for almost 18 hours. Optimum cruise speed of more than 300 miles per hour. Are you kidding me? I mean, I would probably be puking my guts out. I've seen a lot of storms, but this one looks like the mother of all. Nancy, thank you so much for that piece of information. If you don't mind, I'm going to take one moment to address Nancy's, I think, great observation. So we talked about this yesterday. Nancy, I don't think you were here, but this is very important. So what happens in any case here, you are talking about the bathymetry or the topography of the ocean floor. It's a very, very, very tough. I only know one bathymetrist, FYI. And it is a very tough you've got to really love the ocean. Okay. It's scary, but the bathymetry. So in the thermocline, okay, which is the transitional layer in the body of water where the temperature changes rapidly, theoretically, between the warm water, the mixed water, and then the cooler water, that should upwell as Melissa is moving through, right, Nancy? Theoretically, you know this. You've heard this probably tell me this before, another meteorologist. The thermocline really is there to say, okay, it's kind of a buffer. You've got this hurricane. We have all this latent heat, yummy, 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 86, 87, 88, 89, 90 degree Fahrenheit sea surface temperatures. But then this is what happened. Are you kidding me? The thermocline doesn't have any cooler water underneath it to support it. It's essentially a sustainable, continuous energy source of warm water. So instead of Melissa saying, oh, yummy, 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 I'm taking all the hot water off the surface, it's upwelling warm water. So it's feeding more warm water. So that was a brilliant observation, Nancy Solitaire. Thank you so much for sharing that. So what's stopping it? Nothing. Because what do you need in order to slow it down? Well, you will definitely need friction, right? So once it makes landfall, but it's the other side of Jamaica that scares me the most. But okay. Wow. Wow. Remember, do you guys remember when everybody was talking about landfall in Florida? I was scared about the Carolinas, rightfully so. Okay. So now here is Melissa. She's going, basically, she should have stayed at a maybe category 3, max category 4, but no. I'm going to say something, whether you agree with it or not. It's up to you. I say this with so much love. You guys know I say things with love. I don't say it to be contentious. There is a problem with how these waters are being managed. Okay. I talked about cruises yesterday. Have you ever seen the amount of garbage that comes out? Okay, so understand plastic, garbage, all of this incoming solar radiation absorbs the heat. Remember, we're talking about high albedo versus low albedo. So the more you have there, the more it actually sustains and keeps that heat in place. So what are we seeing here? It's a deep, warm fuel tank. That's the thermocline of Jamaica. Hurricanes feed on heat and moisture from the ocean, and the Caribbean's exceptionally deep layer of warm water means storms have a large and continuous energy source. So it is literally churning up more and more warm water. So instead of Melissa saying, well, all right, I've had my feast, I've gotten all that warm water. No, there's more warm water to come. All right. So she's intensifying rapidly. So she is dangerous. Wind speeds, max sustained wind speed, the wind span, the cone of uncertainty. All right. We're going to go through this. Okay. I mean, some people can talk about deep heat retention. Some people can talk about climate change. I'm going to just talk about the simple fact that we're talking about sea surface temperatures in this area. Let me just remove this so fast. Just for S and G's, let's get our sea surface temperature. Oh, 91 degrees. Yummy. This is so perfect. Okay, who's here with me? Oh, this is just fantastic. You know, I love 91 degree water for a hurricane. Don't you? Don't you love 91 degree water for a hurricane? It's fantastic. Look at this. She has nothing to feed off of except more warm water. Theoretically, the thermocline should be a mixing layer. She should say, all right, I'm done with what's happening on top, but nope, there's more coming up. It should be cooler water. Nope, there's more warm water. I mean, she's feeding. Let's go here. 91 degrees. 91 degrees. If I see a 92, I'll pass out. 91. 90. Okay. 90. 91, 90. Please tell me, where is she? What's her path? You tell me. I'm looking. Let me go back to Nancy. She has great questions. You tell me. I need you guys to all please participate today. All right. This is a very, very exceptional situation here. I understand the Dodgers and Blue Jays are playing, but wait for the highlights. We're talking about thousands of people losing their lives and being desolate for weeks, not having any water, waterborne illnesses, and airborne illnesses. So yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, tell me. Let me go ahead and let me add my satellite back on. All right, so you can get the eye. All right, you tell me. I'm gonna ask you. Where would you go if you fed off of latent heat and you understand? Because let me tell you something. Mother Nature is smart, okay? I don't care if you don't like bats and rats and mice, and the ecosystem is smart. It knows what to do. So Melissa's like, actually, and I'm very curious. Let's just go ahead and move this off. Let's head over in this direction. 90, 90. God, this entire area. Keep on taking your cruise ships, why don't you? Look at this. Where is she going? She's like, oh, this is perfect for me. I was thinking about taking a trip all the way up to Jamaica. Nothing's stopping me. Do you guys understand this? This is serious. At some point, I will be talking about climate, the geological time scale. I will be talking about weather migration. I will be talking about sustainability. I understand today is not the day. You please excuse me for being passionate, for being quite frustrated at the fact that our thermocline here, which really should be upwelling cooler water, is not. It's giving us warmer water. Yay! This is exactly what Jamaica needed. Seriously. So you know what? This was a brilliant question by Nancy. Thank you so much for asking, for caring so much about that. So let's go ahead and let's remove all of this. Okay? Let's just get off of these numbers that are just disgusting to me when you're talking. Let's look at let's look at this. Okay, so the average, warm year-round average is 82 degrees Fahrenheit. The warmest is 85. We're at 91. All right. Now, do you understand why I built Weather Co-op? Now, do you understand why I take this so seriously? Do you understand here that we're dealing with sea surface temperatures that are absolutely insane? They're nothing but feeding her. And the closer she gets to Jamaica, they're like, oh, but it's warmer. But it's warmer. And theoretically, at this point, the thermocline should actually be upwelling that cooler water, right? It should be. It's not. Because there is no cooler water underneath it. Okay? Due to anthropogenic situations. And when I say anthropogenic, it's man-made, man-caused. All right? The next time you take your cruise trip through the Caribbean, enjoy. All right, so now we have a recon happening right now. You guys, I get very passionate about our planet. We get one planet. I love it. I love what our planet does. She's brilliant. I mean, to think that this system, I mean, in order for it to get into a category 2, 3, 4, and then never mind 5, she's like, oh, I'm going this way, and then I'm going this way, and then I'm going this way. Oh, and then guess what? 91 degree Fahrenheit. Oh, but if it's upwelling and I'm feeding off of the top of it and I'm just getting more warm water, well, I mean, I'm going to make it all the way to Jamaica as a category 5. These are biological beings, okay? I understand, like, you're like, oh, but it's earth science. No, this is a breathing mechanism. This is a living mechanism, okay? It's breathing. It's an engine. It's breathing. It's a living organism, okay? So she's just like, I'm moving through. We're at 91 degrees Fahrenheit. Upwelling doesn't exist. So I'm going to just keep this moving. All right, so let's just go ahead and get to the next product here. To see what we have. I think what I'm going to do quickly is I'm going to use a spaghetti plot. Did I say a spaghetti splot? A spaghetti splot. Okay, let's see here. Let's use Melissa. Oh, see, okay. So let's go back. Okay, let's go ahead and zoom in. Let's go back here, okay? I believe I picked Black River, but I might be wrong. We might be up, like I said, White House. I was thinking Black River, White House, but we may very well be at Bluefields, Savannah Lamar, Little Bay. Okay, but then in a second, you're gonna see something pretty awesome that I just did. Okay. So I mean, Cuba, Haiti, poor Bahamas. I mean, okay, we'll be back to this. We're gonna come back. Okay, now here we are. Can you guys see this clearly on your end? Let me just make sure, because sometimes I have it set a little too low. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to leave this not looping for the past 3 hours, because if I do, it's going to be like nauseating. You're like, oh, great, it's updating, it's updating, it's updating. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to quickly read this. So now we have seen that it has decreased in pressure and it has decreased in speed. Okay. So now we're at 155 miles southwest of Kingston, 355 miles southwest of Guantanamo Bay. It is now moving northwesterly at a snail's pace of I've seen a snail move faster than 2 miles per hour. Have you? Have you seen it? I've seen a snail move faster than 2 miles per hour. I mean, really. So at this point, my gosh, this is going to be, I mean, this is insane. This is just beyond sad. Okay, so now we have a hurricane category 5. We have Guantanamo. We have Kingston. We have a max sustained wind speed of 175 miles per hour, which we'll get into what all those categories cause. I mean, basically, you won't have a house or anything to live in or any food. But nonetheless, we'll still go ahead and keep an eye on that. Let's see if I could add my forecast track very quickly. I might not be able to. Let's see. I might. Okay, include icon notations. It's fine. We'll go to the next product. Okay, so here we are. We are now. Okay, let's go back to this. So now we said we looked at the spaghetti plot. Let's put our spaghetti plot back on. Hi, spaghetti plot. Where are you? Where does spaghetti plot go? Okay. Or as I call it, a Paschetti splot. What did I just say? I was like, it's a Paschetti splot. I mean that the emotions are just like I can barely speak. Okay, here's our spaghetti plot. Let me tell you something. Let's go through our spaghetti plot too. Okay, we have the GFDL, the CMC, the AFNO, the BAM, the TCON, the HWRF, the UCMET. Remember, some of these have been changed. FWRF is now the HWRF is now the HEF. It's been changed, but they're all essentially the same. They've just been renamed, or probably somebody new in charge. Okay, so now we have, with the exception, here's our outlier. There's always an outlier. Let's see our outlier. Who's our outlier? Okay, it's not you. Okay, we're going to find this outlier because he's got he clearly didn't get the memo. Okay. Oh, there he is. The CLP5. Let's go ahead and it's a climatological one. You know what? Let's just do it together. You guys are doing it with me. Hurricane. Let's just do it. Okay, let's call a spade a spade. The CLP5 is a statistical hurricane model that uses past storms to predict the track of a current storm for up to 5 days. Okay, it's not its fault. So, well, I was ready to dig in, right, with you guys. I was like, come on, let's get them. Okay, it's the climatology persistence model 5 day. It's called the Clipper 5. It's considered a baseline model and is used to help evaluate the accuracy of other more analytical models. So it's like a best friend. I mean, do you really need a best friend like that? It's like a frenemy. It's like, we're just going to see if your work is good, but we're not going to really do our best here. The CLP5, I mean, I'm making up, here I am making up. This is how I truly, if anybody wants to know, like, this is how I my conversations with myself. Okay. They're fantastic when it comes to weather. Okay. So once again, we're going to go back to this was our outlier, the CLP5. Okay. Because I'm going to tell you something. If every other spaghetti plot is headed in the same direction, what the heck is going on with this guy? All right. So let's just do some recon on what's going on here. Okay. Let's just go. I mean, this guy, he's just out of his mind. Okay. The CLP5 is statistical climatology. Let's see here. We already talked about that, but let's just talk a little bit more about, okay, so it uses past weather situations to essentially assess what might be happening now. It's a 5-day model, so we already know it's useless, right? Because it's 5 days. I mean, my gosh, 5 days, so much has happened in 5 days. Okay, so in this case, we are appreciative. We thank you so much for playing the game, but you're out because you are clearly out to lunch over there. Okay. And so this is just the XTRP simply extends the storm's recent forward motion out to 5 days, and it's always a straight line. The batch of model is often called pure statistical models. We'll take it. We appreciate it. Somebody bothered to come up with the algorithm, but I'll tell you what, it's not helping us here. Wait, we don't need the one rando that's just like, oh, you know what, we're gonna go. We're heading to we're going up to Florida. Like, no, you're not. Okay, this is not. So every other, the UCMET, let's just go through all of our models here to just make sure that we're just like giving you the names, okay? Because I want to give you guys the names. Make sure you write these down, okay? Let's see. Did I not? Oh. What did I just do here? Okay. Don't worry. Give me a second. We're just thinking, guys. We're just thinking. This is my thinking look. That's my thinking look. Isn't this scary? Okay. So we have, we're using the UCMET. Okay. I love the UCMET. We're using, the BAMS. I mean, there are going to be a couple that I'm just going to have to quickly go over just because not a lot of them have been renamed. Like I told you, the HWRF has been renamed. Spaghetti. Oh, so we're going to have to just go through these together. Bam, spaghetti. Okay. So it's a combination of the BAM. Oh, it's a combination of my people. Special shout out to Kelly Savoy for being so helpful today. Thank you so much. The American Meteorological Society BAM spaghetti models. There is no evidence of a single defined term called BAM spaghetti weather model, but it is a computer model showing potential for tropical cyclone path. But you guys, if you don't even have to be a member. You can just go ahead and sign up and get BAM. Let me add that in there for you guys. A lot of you love weather, and this is a great here, BAM Digital Edition. You can just get this, okay? I'm gonna drop this in there for you guys. I think you guys should read this. Hi! I think you guys should read this, especially as climate change is real. Did I say that? Did I say that? Oh my God, did I say that? I did. I don't care. It's true. Okay, here we go. It's true. And after speaking to Kelly today at the MS, we need to do more about meteorologists, making sure that we are on the right side of history, okay? We are making our stand. We are standing for us. This is not about AI weather. This is about actually using the good old noggin, what the good Lord gave you in between those ears, okay? So we're so excited about what we can do for you. Please go ahead and download that. I believe it might be a couple of dollars. I don't even think it's that, honestly, I don't even think it's expensive. It might be free. Yeah, like, you don't even have to be a member. You can just download it. It's such, yeah, you can just download it. It's such a wonderful product, okay? All right, now let's keep going before Erica loses her mind. We're going with the ECMW. We've got 2 ECMWs. ECMW. Oh, no, 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 no. No, I didn't. I did you one better. ECMWF00, ECMWF01, ECMWF02. Oh, TVCN as well. I did the TCON. And again, the HWRF has been renamed. Give me a quick question. Hang on. Let me just give me a minute. Let me just get the new one. Okay. It's called like Hef. What is it called again? Blah, 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 blah. It's been renamed. Okay. It's been renamed something. Okay. It's been renamed something. Let's see something. Okay, so well, this was actually one of my favorites. Operational backbone for hurricane tracking intensity forecast back. Who knows? Because of the government shutdown, right? They're probably just like, what are we supposed to do here? Track hurricanes for free? I mean, you have to because you want to save lives, but darn. So they really focus on buoy data. I mean, these were the geniuses of the genius. Let me see if I can still access this page. If I can access it, guys. These are the you want to know the geniuses of all geniuses in meteorology? Here they are. Here they are. These are the geniuses of all geniuses. These guys, okay, when it comes to studying hurricanes, okay, again, it's been changed. The name has been changed. It's now, oh, that's what it is. It's called HAFS. Hurricane Analysis and Forecasting System. It's the next generation, okay? So I'll just change the name. I just haven't had a moment to change the name yet. I mean, you guys know there's just so much going on here. But look at it. Oh, my God. With these let me just leave those sea surface temperatures back on here so nobody's, like, deluded and like, delusional. Deluded that it's like, oh, it's just 90. It's just 86. Like, no. Look at this. Okay, we found 190, 290s, but mainly 91 degrees. So in the path that she's going, it's all 91 degrees. And remember the water underneath it, the upwelling that's supposed to help us out, the thermocline? It's like, no, we're nothing but really hot water under here, by the way. So when Melissa is rolling through and she's just taking all the latent heat off the top, don't worry, we've got more for her. We're just going to go ahead and upcycle. Talk about upcycle and sustainability. My gosh, this is the most sustainable thing I've ever seen in my entire career. All right, so let's keep going. Let's get to the next product. We'll be back to this. Don't worry. No worries. Nobody worry. All right. So here I am. I'm trying to move it all around. I have so much stuff here. Okay. I have my water. I have my big old cup of coffee. My club soda. Trying to watch the game. I'm a little sweaty. All right. What's the score now? Where's Simeon? We need Simeon to give us our score because I don't have time to look at the score right now. Yeah, I think she's going to make landfall as a category 5. Holy smokes. Holy. Black River. Do you see what I said? Black River. Was it Black River or why did I just move this to this end here? I'm like, or White House. Oh my God. Okay, let me see if I can remove the tropical track. What's underneath it? I think it's going to be Black River or just maybe between White House and Black River. What's this town? Crawford, Font Hill Beach, Hodges. I think that's where it's going to make landfall. Look at this. Bull Savannah, Black River. Wow. Okay, so here it is. Okay, so this is what happened earlier. I was a little happy. All right, I've had a pretty great day. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Charles. I'm going to stay happy. You guys know I'm going to stay happy, but I definitely have to make sure I'm keeping everybody safe, okay? So let's just keep everybody safe so that I can be happy. You guys know I have to remain happy, but it really is sometimes just hard for me, especially when I'm looking at what is happening here. Okay, so Charles, you were with me yesterday. Who else is on here? Okay, you guys, there are a lot of people. I see. Oh my gosh, I saw Joey Malibu. Okay, so here was my deal. Charles, you'll remember this. Do you remember category 4 kind of being more around Black River? So I said, oh my gosh, we may luck out. We may get a decrease in strength, but she may decrease in strength before making landfall. Although the difference of 155 miles between 100 and 156 miles, I mean, okay, take it or leave it. I guess you can't be ungrateful. But no, it looks like she will make landfall as a category 5. And as I said, the other side of Jamaica is what I'm really freaked out about, okay? It's not until it crosses. It's not a lot of land. Let's see what's the width? Okay. Jamaica's width varies from approximately 22 to 51 miles. It's variable, of course, because it's not consistent, right? But it ranges from 22 to 51 miles. The length of the island from east to west is 146. Are you kidding me? It's going to just blow through there start off as a category 5 and blow through there as a category 4, even though it'll impact perhaps the mountain chains. Oh, good grief. Let's see. I mean, no, because the mountain chains are down here. Oh, good. No, this is just, I don't, okay, let's just do this really quickly. Let's do I'm going to throw a couple items on here. Okay. So bear with me, guys. So let's just say wow. Okay. Max sustained wind speed. Okay. She very well could very well weaken into a category 4. Weaken to a category 4. Okay. Let's see here. Let's remove this. Okay. Let's just take this off of here for 1 minute. Let me remove this and let me see what could be 91, 91, 91, 91. Let's study Black River. Okay. Let's study Black River, Jamaica. I'm not familiar with it. Okay, Black River, Jamaica. Black River is the capital of St. Elizabeth Parish in southwestern Jamaica. It developed as a port around the mouth of the river of the same name. Oh wow. Okay. River. Today, the city is center of environmental tourism and gateway. Okay, things to do. Let's see topography. Let's just look at the topography. Topographic map. Okay, let's see here. Let's try to get some kind of visualization here. Okay, I know. Let's look at the shelf. Okay, interesting. So the term continental shelf is a legal and geographical term related to maritime boundaries. I talk about that, especially when we're talking about like East Coast or even West Coast systems, right? So this is interesting. Very interesting, guys. Take notes here. Geographical term related to maritime boundaries. While Black River in Jamaica refers to a specific town and river, the two are not directly related in the sense that the Black River itself has no unique continental shelf designation beyond Jamaica's standard maritime claims. Jamaica's continental shelf is defined by international law, extending from its coastline up to 200 nautical mile depth or to the depth of 200 nautical mile limit, whichever is applicable. Wow. We're dealing with international waters, right? So now we can't even, I mean, there's not much we can even do here, right? We're doing our best to get an idea. Where was it? Okay. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so it's not freshwater. It's freshwater. Let's just get another idea because this is where I'm thinking. Again, it might be somewhere in between there. I might be totally wrong, but we have about 200 nautical mile depth there. And again, that's international water. And let me do some fancy math, or let me just put it into Google because your girl's not doing math right now. 230.156 miles. Whoa, that's not deep at all. Yikes. Okay. All right, no worries, no worries. Doesn't have to be deep. We've got to try to figure out here, guys. We need to understand what's happening here. Do we remove our satellite? This is CSI. Let's get rid of all this. We got rid of our cloud. What, did we not get rid of our clouds? Okay, why is our watches and warnings here? Watches and warnings should be up here. Okay. You guys, we are getting to the bottom of this. Okay, if we only have 200 nautical miles, 230 miles of depth, and there is no official continental shelf, why could she weaken? Okay, this is where we are right now, guys. All right, is everybody with me right now? Is everybody with me? Is everybody with me right now? Guys, if we're 0-0 World Series top a second. Oh, thank you so much, Beverly Hills Smart Homes. I'm happy that you're tuning into weather as well. I wish they were as well. I mean, the Dodgers, the Blue Jays need to. Hello, Dominican Republic. They need to be watching here. Okay, so let's see here, guys. Okay, so what we're trying to figure out is a solution. Oh, come on, no. Let's get this going again. One more time. Let's loop this. Let's loop this at 3 hours, guys. Let's loop this at 3 hours. Oh, for the love of God, come on. Come on. Boy, you can't mess with Erica when she's in a hurry here, huh? Okay. Okay, so we said, okay, wow, yummy. Oh my God, look at this. We're looking at so this is, remember, our cone of uncertainty, right? We're at 175 miles per hour, gust, 145 mile per hour wind speed. Sea surface temperatures are delicious, nutritious. It's like eating yellowtail tuna with like, I don't know, scallions. It's like so yummy. This is heaven. I love it. This is what Melissa's saying. She's like, oh, I love it. This is perfect. Here is the thing. If we know there's no continental shelf, at least because it is designated as international waters, but we do know that there's 200 nautical miles in depth, which is about 230 miles. What could we pray for? What could we wish for to get this to become a category 4 upon landfall? Okay. What could it be? You know, we've got to think. So we're going somewhere between 130 and 156 miles per hour. I think I said 155, 156. All right. Okay, let's do a couple other things. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add a couple of other items that I thought were really handy yesterday. I have them on other things, but you know what? Whatever. We don't have time for that. We got to get to this right now. This is importante. Significant wave heights. Oh, turn it on. How about if I turn it on, huh? Whoa, how about that, girl? How about you turn on your significant wave heights? You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to put it above the radar as well. Whoa. Okay. Guys, we are examining. So here's your cone of uncertainty, right? We understand the eye right now is measured at about 11 miles. We got to get back into our recon situation. We're currently at a category 5. We know that sea surface temperatures are in the 90s. Could there be some shearing? Okay, you know what? I think I might have that product available for you guys. Hang on. There's hope. There's always hope. Okay, let's just go to a different product here. Oh, okay. This is great. Now we're going into our significant tornado parameter. Wow. Unreal. 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 This whole thing. Look at this. It's the entire island. Significant tornado parameter. Okay? Let me tell you what a significant tornado is, okay? I'm going to give you a definition because I don't want to be complete. Okay, so it's enhanced Vegeta, but it's EF2 or greater. Okay, so the whole island is under that. Okay, so let's go out a little bit. Okay, let's try to come on, guys. Let's try to figure this out here. Do we think she's gonna make landfall as a category 5 or category? I mean, in Black River, I'm not wrong there, am I? Huh? What was it? White something? White house. No, it looked like maybe it's Black River through Font Hill Beach, Font Hill, Paradiso. Oh man, it's like just wow. It could be Crawford. All right, so okay, let's look at a couple of other things. Okay, significant hail, power outage, maximum updraft. Let me see. Wave, sea period, secondary swell, wave heights, probability. Okay, let's look at probability of winds over 64 knots, right? So let's take a look here. Is that 67? Let's take a look. Let's just go back to this. Oh my God. Wow. Probability of winds over 64 knots. Oh my gosh. Let's get to the next product. Wow, there's just too much here. Okay, this I made especially for you who's on here right now. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Yes, thank you so much, Charles. I really appreciate it. You guys know, you know how much I'm into this, okay? So this is where we're going to get into something. I think it's going to be really, really good. I think you're going to really appreciate this one. So do you guys remember, wait, why is this off? Okay. Do you guys remember I kept saying okay. Do you guys remember I kept saying to you, wow. There we go. There we go. Oh my gosh. Do you guys remember I kept saying to you guys, we don't want that rear front quadrant. That's going to be the most damaging quadrant to make landfall. And unfortunately, where do we see the right front quadrant? Let's go in. Let's dig in. Black River. Well, it's actually in there. It's right on the border of the rear front and right front quadrant. Okay. All right. So Black River is a concern. And then if we looked at other towns, we said, what was it? Paradiso. Black River, where are you? You were just around here. Black River. Where'd you go? Black River is just on here. Okay, Black River. Okay, let's dig in a little bit more. Okay. Yes, Central Road and Black River, Luana, Brompton Road, Nola's Dining and Lounge. I hope you guys have boarded up. Cataboo, Las Vegas Cafe. Let's go in. Hodges, Gulov Dairy Farm, Williamson Brothers Video Production. You might want to be getting some good video of this. Make sure you tag Weather Co-op. The Black River Independence Baptist Church. Oh no. Southwest TVET Institute, Black River, DHL. We did talk about the delays there as far as KFC. There's a KFC. Oh no. Waterloo Guest House. We have Moco Point, Hodges Suite, Hodges, Villa Alley. Whoa. There is a speculation. Let's see. UCF Connect Spring free community Wi-Fi. Let's see if that works. That might not work. You're going to need, you guys better make a call to, what's his face? X. I can't remember his name. The billionaire guy. I don't even know why I'm like he's just so like he's Elon Musk. Oh my God, Erica, seriously? Okay, I'm busy, guys. He's creating his empire. I'm creating my weather empire. All right, guys. Wow, wow, wow. Let's look at the roads. Black River. Black River is going to be a problem. Okay, let's go out a little bit more. Millians Day Spa, Cataboo ECI, Basic School, Cataboo, Slipe Least Primary School, Truth Tabernacle, no, SDA Church, no. Let's see who else. Middle Quarters, Prospect Apostolic Ark. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? Okay, guys, so here we are. Oh, sorry, Chloe. My dog is here. She's like, Mama. Sorry, Chloe, come back to Mama. Here we go. Do you guys see what I just did for you? I just chopped up. This is what I did. Let me add our tropical track once again, because we're saying, are we going to make it as a category 5 or a category 4? But then I've always said to you guys, we want to know what quadrant we're going to be in when it makes landfall. Why? Because we understand. Oh, hang on one second. We understand that there is going to be an impact, and there's definitely going to be a major impact depending on what side of the quadrant you're on. So if you're in the left front, you've got these milder winds. I mean, not milder, but moderate, tornado, surge, flood. Let's go to the right front. It's awful. It's awful. All the way from winds to storm surge to tornadoes to flooding. It's awful. The right rear fares a little bit better, but it's still not ideal. And then once we go in and we say, let's remove our tropical track. Oh my gosh, Black River, you are on the line. You are on the line. If anybody knows anybody in Black River, you are on the line. There you are. Okay? This is your quadrant. This is the most dangerous quadrant. Black River, you're just behind it. Here's your least dangerous, although, I mean, that's relative, right? And then you're next to least, and then you're least dangerous, okay? So we understand that there's a huge problem here, okay? So once again, if we pop our tropical track back on, wow, look at that. Look at this. Unimaginable, right? But is it really? All right, so what I wanted to do here is I wanted to include the eye. And I also wanted to include our recon. Okay, so here's our recon. Let's get our recon going. I love the recon. Woohoo! Yeah, there he is. Okay, there's just too much going on here. Max wind speeds seem a little bit slower, so let's just see. Let's just see what we have going on here. Let's remove that. I can only keep one on at a time. Surface pressure, no, it's way lower than that. This is giving us old information. Okay, and then here we see the progression of the day of how everything went on, okay? How we started off at 121 miles per hour, went up to 152 miles per hour, and then, of course, at that point, we're category 4, and now we're in a category 5 situation, okay? So let's go ahead. I don't see our hurricane hunters out, so let's just wait. Here's your eye, though. Let's get that into motion. Look at that. What did we measure? It was about 11 miles in width. Look at that. Can I tilt it a little bit? Let's see if I can tilt. Let's see, guys. You know, let me try to do something like this. Let me try to do something cool. Let me try to get. Man. Are you guys seeing this? Are you all seeing this? Are you guys seeing this? This is wild. There's so much here. Like, wow. So right now what I did was I tilted Melissa. I wanted to tilt her, okay? I wanted to tilt her. I wanted to make sure that I gave you a little bit of a different perspective. Normally I wouldn't tilt her, but just to give you an idea. And let me just go ahead and change that. I'm going to go a little bit closer to the actual land. Okay. And again, I'm somewhere around Black River. So let's see, that's about 108 miles. And then we're going to, of course, have more information there. Let's get to our tropical track. Where were you, tropical track? Let's just move Melissa. She's the box there, the observation track. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, observation track. We're going to make it a little bit smaller. She's kind of big. Let's have her face front. And then let's face below. And then we're going to maneuver her along. Nope, let's just go. Let's just face her right. Nope, let's face her left again. Listen, we try. We try around here at Weather Co-op. Okay, there she is. But let's just make her smaller because it's big, okay? All right, so here we go. Whoa. Let's tilt it up a little bit. Oh, I lost Melissa. Okay, I got to bring her back. There she is. Where is she? There she is. Okay, let's just get her. Okay, guys. So here it is. So so we know that the distance between, well, she's moving at 9 northwest at 2 miles per hour. Again, as I said earlier, I've seen snails move faster. Now, category 5, 155 miles away from Kingston, Jamaica, but it doesn't matter because I think landfall is going to be somewhere around Black River, Crawford, Sandy Ground. Where else is over here? Hodges, Hunt Bay, Moco Point, Galaxy Resort, Longacre Point, Malcolm Bay. And then remember, once I pulled off my tropical track, what did we see here? Let me just remove also. Come on. Let's just remove this. I guess not. She doesn't want to move. I guess it doesn't want to be removed. It's like, nope, sorry, we're going to be here. We want, maybe that's a sign. Maybe that's where it's going. But if you see here, Black River is in that right rear quadrant. And then we're looking at that right. Wow. I'm telling you, everybody over here. Let's see who's over there. Okay. What did we say? How many miles was it wide? It was something really, really sad. Come on. Give me. Okay. No, no. Move this over here. No. Okay. Okay. There's somebody. Okay, wait. How wide? How? So we had it at approximately 51 miles. The narrowest part are about 22 miles per hour. 22 miles. Okay, let's just do this again. I'm on this graphic really quickly. Okay. Let me get off of that one. Let me come back to this one. Okay, this is going to be an important one. Let's see if it does it. Might do it. It might not do it. I don't know what I just clicked on. Give it a second, guys. Give it a second. My impaciencia. Okay. Here we go. Let's look at the cities. This is what we're going to do. We're going to look at the cities. Okay. Whoa. 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 Okay. So we know I said Black River I thought was somewhere in the in this zone of right front quadrant, might be right rear quadrant, but let's look at some of the towns that are in that right front quadrant, okay? Right. Okay, there it is. Noisy River, Cockpit Country, Maroon Town, Wakefield, Adelphi, St. Brandsburg, Sherwood, Content, Martha Brae, Falmouth, Montego Bay, Reading, Anchovy, I think it's Anchovy, Hopewell, Betheltown. Let's go a little bit more. Christiana, Devon, Mile Gully, Roses Valley, Balcalava, Aberdeen, 2 Mile Wood, Joe Hutt, Ulster Spring, Jacksontown. Who else is in that? Even Chloe doesn't like it. Sherwood Content, Wakerfield. Yeah, yeah. So there is your there's your right front quadrant. Look at everybody that's in there. Albertown. I just saw Albertown. You are in that right front quadrant. Does anybody know anybody in Albertown? They gotta go. They gotta go. They gotta go. They gotta go. This is a serious situation right now for anybody in that right front quadrant. It is unreal what's about to happen. Okay. Let me get my. Let me click through these very quickly. I mean, they're the same. This is the same one. Here's your movement. This is the one that I always talk about, right? This includes our forward move. I've been going for over an hour. All right, gotta get going. All right, guys. So here we go. I'll be back for landfall. Okay. Yeah, you see what I'm saying is that this would suggest that it's somewhere between that 5 to 4. So we could. Yeah, let me open this up. Okay, give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Let me just go a little bit closer. Okay. Okay. It just takes 1 second. See? It's all it takes is 1 second. One little second. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is some good stuff, guys. Good stuff. I'm meteorologist Erica Martin, by the way, with Weather Co-op or Weather Meets Community. I'm also a meteorologist on my own. I'm Erica Martin. I've been forecasting for over 20 years. I'm a certified broadcast meteorologist, Skyward and Storm Spotter. I'm also excited to talk about some other things. Now I am just making sure that you are all nice and safe. We're talking about some climate situations. You guys know I have a background in climate. As well as sustainability. So I think this has always been a pretty interesting part of the world for me, simply because of what we just talked about, the deep warm water and the insistence of cruise after cruise after cruise. Listen, you're not going to stop people from going on cruises, so you're just going to have to deal. All right. And so here we're seeing that. Let's stop it right there. I mean, I think it might make landfall as a 5. It looks like it'll just as it hits land, right? Because that'll be the friction. That'll be exactly what it needs to just slow it down a bit. Boy, I feel really, really, really bad for Albertown, Cockpit Country, Sherwood Content, Wakefield, Martha Brae, Maroontown, Adelphi. Let's see who else. Falmouth, Rio Bueno. Is Rio Malo right now. Okay, I don't know. See, category 4 is once it's already made landfall. All right. All right, let's just get to the next thing. And then here we're talking about precip hour by hour. We're looking at these higher precip. Why is my legend moving? My legend is moving. It's just like, all right, guys, we're done. Hi, Timothy. Oh, yeah. Hey, new Matt, how are you? What is up? We've got Rick on here. We've got so many people. This is exciting. So I think at this point, we are certainly, let's get this going here. We're looking at our precip hour by hour, but for some reason, my legend keeps moving. That should be a fun one. Let's get to the next one. Significant tornado parameter. Let me stop this right here. Stop. Hammer time. Okay. Okay. Whoa. So now we're looking at significant parameters, significant tornado parameters for, you know what it is? If I open this right now, it's going to take too much time, and it's going to take too much of your time. And then you're going to be like, look, Eric, just where are we seeing this? Okay. Milk River, Alligator Pond, Resource, Newport, the Rustic Guest House, Long Beach Bay, Knockpatrick Junction. Let's keep going. Oh, Lord. Devastating. Cat 3, Cat 4, probably. Wow. Ocho Rios, San Annes Bay, Bamboo, Brownstown, Montague, Guys Hill, Kellett, Cross Hill, Highgate, Islington, Port Maria, Runaway Bay, Brownstown, Albertown. I mean, it's everybody. Look at that. And then look what happens to Cuba. All right. So we're already getting that signal there. And I want to include our latitude, longitude. They're also going to get slammed with tornadoes. And then, of course, we're going to keep on tracking to see what happens there as far as the overall impact there. We talked about the Saffir-Simpson scale. We talked about it yesterday. I think some of you really enjoyed this one. It's one of my favorites. Thank you so much, Rick. Thank you so much. I'm going to give you, I'll do a quick for Rick. I'm going to do a quick contiguous US. Because you're one of my faves, okay? Let me say something. But I mean, normally I wouldn't. Normally I'd stick to just this, but I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna give you one of your quick snow updates. Let's give you a quick update. Okay, so we're talking about extreme 131 to 155, 155 plus catastrophic. Okay, we already know this. And then this is my favorite part. Look at this, as if you didn't know this. Can you read this with me? Anybody? Okay, let me just move this a little bit in my. Okay. Wait. No water, no power. Area will be likely uninhabitable for weeks. Roofs blown off. Most homes are a total loss. Most homes near the coast underwater or areas far inland. Go find your house. It's somewhere down the road. What insurance company is going to cover this? Anybody? Anybody have an idea? Alrighty, more on storm surge and Bahamas. I'm talking to you. I love you, Bahamas. Please listen to what I'm telling you. I need you to listen to me, please. Bahamas, you are too flat. I do not like your storm surge numbers. You're in the 20s. You're in the 30s. I don't like it. Storm surge primarily caused by the strong onshore winds of a hurricane or tropical storm. The wind circulation around the eye of a hurricane causes a vertical circulation in the ocean. And what happens? What happens? What do I always tell you? It's in the vertical. So if everything is happening vertical, right? And then as you're getting close to land, it's like, well, there's no more vertical. It was going into the water. What happened? It's going towards the actual land. It's becoming, it's now the depth has decreased. So now it's becoming more shallow, right? And now you're going towards the land. So all of it goes onto the land. And I'm only doing storm surge. I'm not doing secondary first. I'm not doing first swell. I'm not doing secondary swells either. I'm not doing that. That's just way too much. That's next level. All right, here we go. High wind, normal sea level, 3 feet. And then what was Bahamas? Bahamas. I mean, 19 feet above sea level. All right. With the highest peak of 206 to 207. We need to figure out some, what we should do? We should figure out we need to engineers to just start to think about ways that we can, perhaps create some type of mechanisms for these low-lying areas. Okay, Bahamas. Here you go. You're at, I don't know, normal sea level. What are we talking about here? 12 plus feet. I mean, Bahamas is scaring me. I know Jamaica is scaring me. I know Cuba is scaring me, but Bahamas, please. Haiti as well. All right, what else do we have here? Oh, and then this is one more that I've got to show you. I might have to show you one or two more. Okay, here we go. Significant wave height. Significant wave height. Look at this. If we go back to our significant wave height, what do we have here in Kingston? We're seeing 30. Look at this. In Jamaica, what did I say? What did I say? I said Black River, White House, Floyd's Pelican Bay, Mountainside, Watchwell, Treasure Beach, but I'm going with Black River. Look at these. You're going to 30, 35, 40 feet. All right, let's keep going. And then there you go, Cuba. Oh, man, Cuba. You're about to get slammed. And then there's Bahamas. Oh, my gosh. All right, guys. Well, I'm meteorologist Eric Martin with Weather Co-op. We're Weather Mates Community. I send you guys so much love as always. You know what, Rick? I'll come back I'm gonna separate this. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'll come back probably like after the Dodgers and Blue Jays play. I'll come back to do a quick update on our local weather because that's so important. I know I've kind of missed out on that, but guys, I'm meteorologist Eric Martin, certified broadcast meteorologist, Skyward Storm Spotter. You guys know the planet is my passion. It's what I love. It's what I love doing for you guys every single day. And it is my pleasure. If you have any questions, please be sure you drop them in my DM or please be sure to send them to me in an email. Okay. Mwah. In the meantime, prayers for Jamaica, for Cuba, for the Caribbean, for Haiti, for Bahamas, for DR, for PR, for everybody, Turks and Caicos, everybody in this area, for our planet. Okay. For our planet. All right, guys. I'll see you shortly. Again, thank you so much for watching.